never mind your liver, get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gino Spot. I've got my Christmas outfit on because we're talking a little bit about the Christmas shop tonight. And we've got Duncan Heuer on. And of course, he's going to be telling us all about his journey and what he does and what got him to this spot where he is at the moment. Welcome to our show, and thank you to our sponsors. Of course, every time we say that, Gino Spot, Fitch and Leeds over here. And Fitch and Leeds have been with us the whole time. Of course, we have a little bit of Fitch and Leeds every now and again here as well, a bit of gin and tonic. And of course, we have Opinion as our other sponsors, which they do our books for us, and they're very good with the agri world. So if you're a farmer, as jy op plaas is, dan moet jy met hierdie mense praat, want hulle is mos baie goed met die as jy met jou geldjies en met jou tax, belasting, met jou belasting, 50 puntjies vir daai woord. So, also, don't forget our venue is in full swing at the moment, Center Stage at Bay West. We've got a pile of shows there coming up, including Alfred Adrian. Adrian is actually sold out completely. Rory McLaren has got his Michael Bublé. He's doing his comeback. The Comeback Kid is going to be there doing his Michael Bublé show, which is fantastic. Great to have Rory on the stage again. Such a magnificent voice, and of course, brilliant pianist as well. I have to say pianist, not pianist. That's right. And then thank you to Amobia as well, who are internet providers. And they've been with us now also for more than 5 years. And then Fat Cats, Grace. We were just talking about Grace, the ever helpful Grace, who brings us food now and again when she gets a chance. Thank you to Grace for supporting Gino's Spot as well. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming up to Christmas now. The gigs are going crazy. The crazy viral videos story has gone completely ballistic. So, thank you to all of you guys who've clicked on it and said send your likes and loves and everything, because it's been insane. Make sure that you subscribe to Gino's Spot on Facebook, on YouTube. YouTube is actually the best place to watch it. If you're watching on Facebook, switch over to YouTube because it's way better. You can also do the comments as we go along as well, and you can pop in and say how's it on the show live, and we can actually respond, which is quite nice. You know, anywhere where you are in the world, that's what the internet is all about. It's about being anywhere in the world, and you can still make a comment because we're keyboard warriors. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not bugger around anymore. Our Gino Spot guests, as you know, we interview interesting business people or just people who are well known in the Eastern Cape, or particularly in Gqeberha. And tonight is no exception. We have Duncan Heuer on, who is into the law, is a lawyer, is an attorney, and he's also a Christmas pop-up shop owner, and it pops up every year. It used to be at Moffat-on-Main, now it's at Bay West, and it's always a fantastic shop to go and have a look in. So we're going to find out what the hell got into his head that he could do that. Let's give it a go. Let's give the intro.
Ooh, welcome to the show. Now it's your turn to shine. We're gonna have a lekker chat tonight. Another good time.
And there we go, both of us in our Christmas outfits.
Yeah, cheers.
Welcome,
Merry.
Duncan.
Merry,
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's about a year and a half, or possibly 2 years that I first spoke to you.
This is very merry, yeah. Very merry.
I first spoke to you about coming on the show, and we've been buggering around until this time. And I thought, just before, as we get into the season, probably a good time to have you on, so people know about the pop-up shop that always happens every year. What did you do to deserve that?
Sure. I don't know. Well, anyway, cheers. Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
cheers.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I think,
The pop-up shop.
yeah, it's to give a bit of a start to those who don't know. I mean, I'm an attorney, like you mentioned.
Yes. Yeah.
I think where it all started was actually from my folks in East London.
Okay.
So they
So
started.
Slummy's boy.
Yeah,
is it?
lekker.
Selborne. No.
Try
Oh,
again.
you were at Woodridge.
No.
No.
East London is not, Woodridge is not
No,
in
but
East
because
London.
I saw you at
Hudson
the
Park.
I saw you at the
Yeah, I
Woodridge.
find it actually wealthy and up with those people. You know, those people spend money at the shop.
They
You know,
do.
you've got to act like that.
Okay, so you was Hudson.
Hudson Park.
Hudson Park.
Matriculated 2001.
Okay.
And then moved up here to study law.
All right.
Then did that.
Okay, UPE then that time.
Hmm.
So was that, what year was that? What year would you matriculate there?
Well, matriculated 2001, finished
Okay.
studying 2008. So
Bloody
no, I
youngster.
didn't take 7 years to study. I took a
Okay.
gap year. Started in 2003 with a BSc.
Okay.
And then moved over to LLB.
LLB.
And then finished that in 2008. Did my articles and stayed on at the firm until 2014.
Okay.
And then moved around. And then 2018.
What firm were you with in the beginning then?
Bakwana Luna, well, then Bakwana Luna Conan
Conlon,
attorneys.
okay.
So now BLC attorneys.
Well, Conan was just up the road.
Yeah. Or Jonathan.
Yes.
And
Gavin Loon's dad. I don't know with,
so then, so finished at BLC in 2018. No, I lied, 2014. Jumped around a bit to see where and what. And then in 2018, I decided to open up my own practice because of the Christmas shop.
Okay. Oh, really? Because of the Christmas shop?
You know, there's a real passion for it, and
Yeah.
it's a bit of chalk and cheese type of
Yeah.
scenario. You got law, stressful, miserable, carry the world on your shoulders. When
Yes.
somebody walks in, please help me solve my problems. You just you take that weight off, and you got to carry it.
Yeah.
So you know, it's rewarding
Yeah.
at the same time with law, but it's a lot of weight. You got to, it's somebody's life, somebody's owed money, they need that. You know, you've got quite a bit of a responsibility. So it is quite taxing, and then
So what sort
yeah,
of...
a box.
We box of the oaks.
Box.
the
Put up
oaks.
in the ring.
But before we get to all the, let's go. We jump straight into the history already. We normally wait a little bit, but I want to find out. So born in East London, your parents, what were they doing?
So born, my whole family's in East London.
Do you have a farm out there or something? Everyone's got a farm in East
No, I
London.
don't come from Kumcha. We don't have a
Kumcha.
farm.
Sinsa, did you have a holiday place in Sinsa?
No, we weren't those people. You know?
It was
We had
Hudson.
to rent. We used a caravan at Gafani. So we used to go out there every year with the
Okay.
family on the East Coast.
Caravanning's good, eh? We used to caravan as youngsters. I loved it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look how dark I am, that's the funny story is when we caravan when I was little, I was even darker than this.
Yeah,
So my
yeah,
parents used to say, fine, you're still young. So, I mean, I could have been probably 7, 8. And they said, you can go play at night time, but as long as you run around with your teeth like this so we can see you. So,
Okay.
Gee
whiz.
East London, my folks, they've been there their whole lives. My dad used to work for a big TV manufacturing company.
Oh, Telefunken or something.
No, well, Triad.
Triad. Oh, okay. Is it?
So they were basically opposite.
It's like a Chinese
it was,
gang.
It was Samsung or LG, you know.
Okay.
So he worked in electronics doing TVs, and that went belly up, unfortunately.
Oh.
And then he moved from that, obviously, with the spares for the manufacturing of the TVs. He knew where all the spares were from.
Yes.
And then he opened up a spares for the TVs then.
And then so selling to the repair
Yeah.
guys and to the okay. Gee whiz. And that is a good business because there's always something going wrong with
Well, it was, with those days, I mean, how many components were in a TV versus
Yes.
now a plasma? If there's something going wrong, you just throw it out, you don't even worry about it.
Yeah, it's true. How these things completely change, you know. And we've had to put up with so much change. It's like it's insane. Like how since COVID, everything's at risk. You know, it just seems like everything's at risk. Like,
Well, and it's fast moving. What is new here is completely old. It's if you don't keep up with the times, you're gone.
Yeah, I mean, like talking about the law, about law. I mean, with AI now, those kind of things are. I mean, the musicians have already been decimated. I mean,
Well, look, the attorneys are still in denial. I mean,
Yeah,
say it as it is.
Yeah.
You know, attorneys will go and say, "There's no ways you will. It's impossible. Can never replace an attorney. AI is it." But it's a reality. It is. It's such a powerful tool. If you're not understanding it to the extent of what it is, then you will be naive and say, "You will never replace us. We can argue." And
Yes.
it's a reality, and you've seen it in. I mean, that's also why I kind of moved in the direction of being a business person on going, I can't just sit with law, and especially when the signs with the AI, because if you go and say, well, I'm going to stay in law and nothing's going to affect me, before you know it, like you say, it moves so quickly, and then before you know it, you don't have work because AI has taken over your work, and then where do you go? So the Christmas shop has been a bit of a blessing in terms of the entrepreneurial side and being able to create a business.
Gives you a different perspective as well. I mean, you're sitting in an office all the time with law and doing that. It's a completely different thing to retail, you know.
But Christmas, it's not even, you can't, when you refer to retail, with Christmas, it's totally different. I mean, it's your customers aren't customers, it becomes family. And that's, I think that's one of the nicest thing that I really enjoy about it, is just the relationships and watching the kids grow up and seeing, it's just, you kind of pulling on strings that
it's heartstrings.
Christmas is never, I mean, yes, the real reason is the birth of Christ, but Christmas has been around for however long. It's never going to go away.
No. People want
and
it.
It's
you
a
want
special time of the year, whether it's for memories of lost ones, whether it's just to wind down and just kind of feel festive. It's a special
and
time.
let go of your daily grind, you know.
It kind of just
so one time a year that you can do it. You've got an excuse to do it as well, you know. And also it's Christmas is a special kind of time. It's got this whole feel about it, you know. Like the hats and the clothes. I mean, we dress up, but it's you know, it really does feel special. It feels like takes you back to your youth.
It does, but I mean, I'll tell you a bit of a story. Every year we have this, and I try to stay out of it. My wife always calls it, she says, "Can you stop lawyering me?" And then sometimes now with the Christmas shop, you kind of get that lawyering brain, because, you know, the purpose of the shop is not just, we Christians, we understand the purpose, the real reason behind it, but every year, with respect to these people, is we always have the issue of, well, what is all this stuff got to do with Christmas? I mean, what is the point of having it? And the first thing I want to say is, well, then why did you step in?
Why did you come
and
here?
then, I mean, we had it, I've pretty much used this argument for the last couple of years. People go, well, you know, what is all this? I said, well, it's the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. Yeah, but what is, I said, well, when you had your child, and he was 2 or 3, and he had a birthday party, and you had a Barney theme. Were you celebrating Barney, or was that the theme for his birth? And then it's, it's still, there should be more.
No, I think the overwhelming majority of people surely enjoy a bit of Christmas spirit.
Well, I think the only time I get to that is because it's a huge setup, and I'm tired, and it's like, I normally tell my staff I have to take a lap. When I get to that point where my fuse is that, I say, okay, I'm out. I'll be taking a lap. Take a lap, calm down. I won't be the Grinch anymore. I'll come back as Santa.
Oh, nice. And okay, so I mean, got through school. At school, were you? What? I mean, you're a people.
No, it's very
person.
clever. Yes, exactly what you asked.
You're a people. Very clever.
very clever.
But you're a people person. You know, I can see that. So that, I think that's why you enjoy the retail a bit as well.
Well, I mean, it was when I grew up. I mean, when I said to friends and family that I'm going to go study, they were like, "Are you mad? Go into business. Go into your father's business. You're more, like you say, people's person, entrepreneur." And I said, you know what? I've got time. Why not get a degree behind me? Go and give it a good effort. I mean, I finished 2008. I finished my articles in 2010. And I mean, I'm still doing law. It's been now 15 years post articles. So I've given it a fair opportunity in terms of seeing what it's like. I'm still doing it. But my real passion, if I have to be true to myself and honest, is business and people. If I could go, and I think that's where I get so much joy behind it, is that calling, that passion, as much as I've got law that can pay the bills and it's something I can do. If I really had a choice, if Christmas could be all year round, I would have dropped law a long time ago.
And what kind of law are you talking about here? I mean, you're saying debt management or
No,
something?
so I do mainly litigation, but a big part of my practice is what I did is to incorporate the business entrepreneurial side. I've started doing labor. So I do a lot of labor, but more not just phone me when there's a problem. Try and help clients. So do a lot of employer work, so not employee. Go into the company and I'll kind of say to them, I'm here to assist so that I don't have to run to court or the CCMA. Let's resolve it here. I want to be able to keep the nuts and bolts tight, and at the same time, I get kind of the enjoyment of getting involved in somebody's business.
Yes.
If I can have a little bit of an input that can change that business from the HR and labor side, that it runs smoothly, that it's a successful business, it gives me great joy to be able to go, even if I didn't really financially gain to the extent that they have, I can go and see, wow, this business has done well, and I had an input in it. So, as an entrepreneur, you can't get involved in everything, but it's been a great side of with the law to be able to kind of have a bit of a taste of entrepreneurial side, whether it's construction, whether it's restaurants, retail. So,
and it's always, I presume it's always in the HR kind of side then. So it's with labor issues.
Labor issues, but I try to get involved in. I will go and advise on the all the nuts and bolts. I mean, you can go and say you the HR, which is kind of tightens the nuts, but I will any brackets that need to be tightened, I'll kind of advise on that. Even if it's on restructuring in terms of just the business, on where it's moving, on terms of the products, which is quite nice for me because it gives me an opportunity to go and say, well, if this was my business, how would I change it? And I always say to my clients, I'm going to give you 100 ideas. I'm not going to be offended. Use it, don't use it.
Yes.
But it just kind of that's what I feed on is to be able to go, have you ever thought of this? Why don't we do this? So there's the legal side, but then also throwing a little bit of imagine I'm like a little shareholder.
Yes. Okay, no, it does get you involved then as well. Is it the same sort of thing as we had Johnny Goldberg on the other day? So it's that kind of thing, I suppose would because he was labor law. Although he was on national forums and stuff as well, which is different. I think you're looking at an entrepreneur or a small business as well. Yeah,
small businesses. I've got a few bigger clients
as well.
But the smaller, that's what I enjoy. Otherwise you just become you're just the HR labor attorney that's there. I'm not interested in you. Just do what you need to do. Whereas if you get onto smaller businesses that almost as like-minded people, guys who have started their business because they're entrepreneurs, they think like me, or we think the same way. We want to get, kind of to the same place. And,
so then I can see how the Christmas shop obviously ties in, because that would have been this very similar thing. It's in your own project, and then you can burn your own fingers doing stuff as well with your 100 ideas.
my poor wife with that. She's, what's wrong with it? Why don't you think my idea is great? I'll come with 100. Yeah, but have you thought you're so negative, but you know what? Everyone needs that sounding board. I mean, I've got to admit, I'm that person. I'll throw 100 ideas, but it's always good to have that one person that kind of just pulls you back down. I almost think of the movie Up. If the oak's flying up, just come back to ground.
Just hang fire.
Just calm down, get this done, and then
let's actually do it here. Because and were you a little bit on the ADD side then, or a little hyperactive side on it?
What are you trying to say,
school,
Gino?
I'm saying at school.
I actually wasn't.
Were you like, okay, give him his medication now. You must,
No.
Now, Duncan, you must go, at break time, you must go to the secretary and get your tablets.
Yeah, it wasn't Duncan, it was on the intercom. Can Duncan please go to special class, your special lesson? No, it wasn't really like that. No, I think I was very involved in sport. So I think that drove me there. Just the team.
Do you enjoy
I think
that?
it kind of goes in with entrepreneurial business side. Having team sports, it's you all there together. You kind of in school days, I think sport really brought me.
Okay.
Rugby, cricket, rugby, water polo. I played cricket
polo.
in primary school.
Okay.
Water polo is an amazing
water
sport.
polo. There's some comments here. Let's have a look. And not a bad water polo, says Jace. Were you with Jace Barron?
Barron, yeah.
Oh wow.
He was younger than me, but we used to play. Yeah, we used to play league.
Okay.
So when I first came up to be, then we did league at Alex. So.
Oh, magic, man. Let's have a
Not
quick
a
squiz at
bad
some of these
water
comments
polo
here.
player. Thanks, Chase.
Now Jace is in Hungary, I believe.
Well, I don't know. He's on a cruise ship, isn't he? Or he's married a Hungarian. I think.
Yes, but he was staying in Hungary. Who else is there? Let's have a look. Estelle Duplessis.
Oh,
says
Estelle,
Loon
Loon
and
and
Conlon,
Conlon,
legends. Yes, absolutely. That's
Estelle worked for, I think, Jonathan. Well, I don't know if she's still for years.
Yeah.
Estelle was Jonathan's right-hand lady.
right-hand lady. Oh, is it? Okay. Wow. And they're both still alive. The two guys, or they
Who?
Loon,
Conlon. No, Mr. Loon passed away a good few years ago. It was quite sad. I mean, I moved off. I mean, Mr. Loon was a real legend. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
I'll try not to use the
What
word.
was his first name?
Keith Loon.
Keith. This is Keith.
But I won't use the word when I first started my article. So at Buchanan Loon and Conlon Attorneys, where Keith Loon's office was up here, and then you walk downstairs.
Yes.
And I think it was the second day or something that I started my article. So now it's the Buchanan, Loon, and Conlon. Now that's the Loon who I'm looking at now. Good morning, Mr. Loon. How are you? And he looked down while I was walking down and says, looked down at me and he said, what has it got to do with you, how I am? Are you in my effing will? I said, no, sir. But he was the typical guy, like when you were in Standard 6, that teacher. But after the years that I'd been there, him and I, he was such a mentor, such a gentleman. He was a real, like I said, like a teacher that he is. And sadly, when I left, I think it was 2 years or 3 years afterwards, he apparently, he's worked, he retired, he was a consultant. And apparently went down the stairs and he had a stroke. He just couldn't speak, and then he moved to, I stand to be correct, I think he went to Australia where his kids were. Okay. And a couple of years later, he passed on.
Gee whiz, and Conlon was up over here as well. I think Loon was also up here somewhere. I think they originally were near Dormy Place there. There was Gavin's dad.
They were all around here.
I grew up with Gavin. And Wendy Thompson says, Merry Christmas to you, Wendy.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, our girls. Yes.
Now, Wendy takes care of all our tickets there.
Listen, I must tell you, Wendy.
Where's your son, your young son? She's, Dad.
Hi, boy.
Young man.
How
old are your kids?
So, my son's 11. Little girl's 7.
Oh, wow. Okay, so small still.
So, actually, now, this will be, that's our 11th year. What? Why there's a giggle there?
This is this is for the Christmas ever, you Dad. You do the best Christmas ever.
Are they having drinks?
You're so funny. You're so funny. Yes, indeed, he is. He's full of crap. That's what he is.
So it was with my son being 11. Now I'm just actually realizing it's our 11th year.
Wow.
Because we've got a photo when he was 1, was our first shop that we had opened. And obviously I was still working for firm. My wife was working, but obviously we're having the child, maternity leave, and my wife started trying to help run it. But then it was bringing Daniel into the shop, and we got a picture of him in a reindeer. I think that was like his cot. You just put him in there and sit. So my son's been there since day 1, from the first year we opened.
So what year was that again?
So it would have been 2014.
2014. So you started your first Christmas pop-up shop.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Was that at
it was actually at Green Acres.
Green Acres. So you've been to all the major shopping centres.
A bit of a,
At Warmer Park, did you
a bit of a village
there?
bicycle, ridden all around.
Yes.
So we've been, we actually, first year at Green Acres, and then my family calls me Duncan Heuer.
Okay.
Because I'm like an Indian as well.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, then we went to the register company, Red Dot Training, because I'm also like an Indian.
Okay, yes.
And then, because so what happened with that is, the 1 year we actually got into Toys R Us. And everyone was like, well, it's a national brand to be able to. Absolutely. And it was the Toys R Us at Moffat Retail Park. And they had a section that they had closed. And I don't really take no as an answer. I also asked her an Eskimo. And I spoke to the head office in Durban, and we managed to get into that section. So we were inside Toys R Us for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Which was a nice, it worked well for them. It's, you've got presents, Christmas.
Yes.
And then we were there, and then Moffat on Main, and then Bay West. We were at Bay West their very first year. So I think this is their
10th. Is it 10th?
No, this will be the 11th.
11th,
because we
11th,
were there
yeah.
the
Yes.
first year.
Last year was the 10th.
So
yeah.
their very first year. No, so it would have been the 10th or 11th. Yeah, I don't know.
okay.
I'm not so good with
I think it
maths.
is 11 this year. I think you're right. There we go. It says thanks, Dad, there as well. And Duncan, I love this year's shop, says Wendy. So, it's obviously looking good in there.
I don't know if does she work at Centre Stage? Because
she's
because I think
always
she's
there.
more at the shop than what she's at Centre Stage. I think she loves it that it's now, I'm just going to the bathroom quickly and there's Wendy in the shop.
Yes, I know Wendy she's a lover of all things
No,
fun.
Wendy is amazing.
So Christmas would be top on her list. And then Dom.
She always says to me she needs to find a bit of cheer versus
Yes.
working up with those horrible people up top there, you know.
With Hemmings.
It's so nice to just get some Christmas cheer.
Yes.
But in saying that, you know, that's a joke. But what has become so special about the shop is that I think we were speaking before we were live is the stress behind it.
Yeah.
And I think I take a little bit too much stress on it because it's not just creating a retail shop.
Yeah.
For me, it's trying to, I kind of know what people feed on, what people want.
Yeah.
So the emotional side. So when I'm setting up, it's not just a setup. It's kind of, I've got to feel what people are wanting to feel. And that, I think, my passion and my vision for the shops is kind of, it's never going to just be a retail shop. It needs to be a place where you want to come there with a family to walk around for an hour because that's what you need, because it brings back memories. Well, then that's the space I want to create. And I mean, we've had, it's like I say, customers become family. But when I say family, it's not just a saying. The amount of tears I've had in the shop, now I'm really sounding like...
No. The amount of tears.
It's just been so tough on me. Because it's, you know, you see people coming and they, from young to old, and you see the husband and wife that have come for years, and the wife walks in and you ask, where's Gino?
Yeah.
No shame, he passed on.
Yeah.
So, and you know, they'll have a tear, and it's you do get emotionally upset because it has become family. You've seen these guys for 4, 5 years, 10 years, coming in every day. I think, you know, the stress of it is, it's a bit of a conundrum because it's a real stress to do it, but it's such a joy as well. Yeah. So you kind of, I'm a sucker for it, is that I have to do it, and I know it's stressful, but I know what joy it brings me and what joy it brings other people. I mean, we had, this was a couple of years ago, I was doing cash up, I think we closed at 5 and it was about 5:45, I was still there. And the lady was walking up and down like a lion on the side of the fence. And I said, no, do you see something? And she just said to me, please, if you don't mind, could I just come in? I've just had to put my dog down, and this place just makes me feel better. I think that's, you know, it's a stressful, but it's a bad stress if you don't control it, but it's a good stress. It's something I want to give back. It's something I want to create that space. I never wanted to feel like it's a retail shop. And to be honest, that's how I do feel, but that's where, you know, Maria and Evie, who owned the original Christmas shop many years ago, you know, we've really become quite close over the years. And that's always one thing she said, it must never ever feel like a shop. Like a normal shop. It needs to feel like a place where people can come in.
It does feel like it gives you that feeling of Christmas, because all this Christmas stuff all around you, some amazing stuff. And I think Philip is. We had a look at some of the pictures yet. The shop is so nice this year. She said that's your boy.
The shop is so nice. That's Leanne. That's my sister-in-law.
Oh, your sister-in-law there.
I think sorry, that's my wife. Is that my wife? Baby, you can't be biased. You can't go and say that.
And I don't know who that is. There's Skunk. Your favorite cuz in Eel. Have you got family in Eel still there?
Yeah, no, they're all there.
Skunk.
Actually, she needs to maybe explain. I mean, they grew up in Welkom, but I know that I got dressed up. To be honest, I don't know. Mandy, maybe you can explain why I'm Skunk.
Yeah.
I know I was. Why. I mean, my
stinky feet. That's why. Christmas shop is just under us at Bay West. You're right. It is. That's why she always falls down the stairs.
You see, now she's trying to. Please, Duncan, you've got me in trouble. It's just downstairs. I just pop in.
I just pop in to have a look.
But my cousin, who was saying Skunk, it's actually my uncle. I used to be called Spark, because if you looked at pictures when I was a kid, I looked like probably a monkey with all spiky hair.
Spiky hair, is it? Okay. Check that. Look at that. That looks beautiful. And that's
You have to say that because I'm sitting next to you, Gino.
yeah, it's lovely. Like
Lovely.
little angels.
Angels, bless them, you
It's
know.
beautiful little angels, eh? And yeah, all the lights, and it's got that feeling of you like almost working
Well,
with this Christmas
when you
world.
talk about lights, this is where I'm a sucker for punishment because
Yeah.
I had put these party lights up at the back. We've got a section there. That actual section where there's all our trees at the back, and I put a whole mural at the back, and I put party lights just above that because I thought, okay, lights above the trees. And I'd been working the whole day, and 8:30, going home now, I'm buggered.
Yeah.
And I just put those lights up, and I switched the main lights. There was one switch just for the top lights.
Yes.
And those lights were plugged into the normal plugs.
normal plugs,
And
yes.
they stayed on.
Oh,
and I
lovely.
saw this amazing, like, warm feeling.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? Imagine doing this all over the shop. I put the lights back up, 8:30. I started again, and I put all the lights. I think I got home at about 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's so
But
cool.
it's that feeling that I was saying.
yeah.
It's got to. I kind of wanted to. You got to let it talk to you that if this is what I'm feeling, go wow, that'd be nice. I want to do it so
Everybody-
that when everyone can.
Everyone can experience
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I mean, people, and everybody always.
Oh,
pops
that's
around.
sorry. That
Look at
fireplace.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't do it because that's actually a TV,
Yeah. Oh, right.
which is
Oh, the
simply
fireplace.
simply a clip from YouTube that plays like a real fire.
Yes, a fire, yes.
But bless those people, sorry, who've come in. Sorry, can we buy this scene? And how do we get this at our house? Will you sell us the
screen?
And I mean, I said to my dad, I said, this is why he says, no, well, he's like an Indian too now. He's like, well, put it on a USB and sell it to them. And then, yes, this is how you do it.
It's fantastic. It looks lovely.
Yeah, look, it's a smaller space, but you know, we've looked at. I've taken a lot of inspiration from Maria and Evie. They are really they were amazing shop. They were amazing people on how they did it, and the inspiration where I took they always, if you remember back in the day, the shops were always very big. It was massive.
It was a big
they
thing.
had the trees with big sections, and so I always thought get a big space. And I mean, we do need a big space, and that's why we kind of had the big space. But this year, with the position where we wanted to be at Bay West, it was a lot smaller. But we've got such great feedback on being a smaller shop. And it actually talks to our business, which is the Christmas house shop. It must feel like a home.
Yeah.
It can't, going back to it, mustn't feel like a retail shop.
Yeah.
So, I think smaller is better.
Yeah,
That's
it gives you.
that's what I tell my
Also,
wife.
you can pack it full of stock so that it really is so busy for us, like a baroque painting, And there we go. There's all little decorations
you.
as well. I see little Father Christmases everywhere. That's lovely, man. Everybody should have a little bit of something, those festivities in their house over the season. It really does, especially for the kids as well.
Well, I
They
think,
love it.
the sad thing actually, one sad thing about the shop is some people that come in and, about when their kids walk in and Father Christmas. I mean, Father Christmas is real.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't understand. They walk in and they say, we doesn't believe in Father Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't
It's
believe
real.
in Father Christmas is real?
Gotta be real.
I mean, it is real. It's not got to be. He's real.
There's a guy that's in your shop that looks.
Well,
you
he's
can
actually,
see.
we stole him from Madame Tussauds in London. It's the real one, but I mean, we're obviously not live now. But
yes.
no, he's,
Okay.
but it's some people will tell their kids that Father Christmas is not real.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
You gotta
he's real.
you're
I mean,
believing that.
you believe in Father Christmas.
Absolutely. Yes. If you don't believe, you don't get any
Because
presents.
I was going to say, if you don't, I've seen your name on the naughty list.
And so from decorations through to, I mean, what are your favorite things that in your shop? The stuff that you thought, wow, okay, because you have to buy the stuff. You have to go and
Yeah, so that's, I mean, besides the stress of setting up,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
to
people
set-
think, what a
civilians.
nice business. You just work like 1 month of the year. Whereas December, funny enough, is actually not your busiest month.
Yeah.
Because we're selling Christmas decor, decorating your house. Christmas enthusiasts have already set up their stuff probably in July.
Yes,
It's
yes, okay.
by the time December comes, so it's not just 1 month. So when December comes, it's not, that's your business. So we will try open 2.5, 3 months. So from beginning of October.
Okay.
But then we go over in March, April to go do the buy. Now, with the buying, it's not as simple as just, okay, go
You go over. So where do you go to?
to China.
To China,
So,
okay.
and wherever I was waiting for you, to China,
Yeah, to
really,
China.
yeah,
To
to
China
China. Is
for
your,
Christmas.
and that's what people do. Sorry, is all this stuff, is
From
it from
China?
China? I said, yes, do you have an iPhone? Yes. I said, well, look
From
at the back.
China.
It's from China. So,
No, of course it's going to be
I
from
mean,
China.
the thing is, the stress is really, with technology and AI and everything is right in front of you. So, if you want to go and search products, you can go and find wherever. You can go look where in China it is. But for me, it's, you've got to go over and you've got to find the needle in the haystack. I don't want to be able to go, if you want to go and try and open a shop, you must be frustrated with me to be able to go, well, but where does he get that place from? I've looked and I've looked. And that
You
is
make the
stress.
connections.
Yeah, we've built good relationships there. And, with a lot of the factories is that, we've only learnt it over a good couple of years of buying, is that the initial period when you start buying, they go, well, how long are you going to buy for? So they'll give you this is our best products. Meanwhile, the VIP stuff is over there. And over the years now, because we've been buying, you basically get the behind the curtains, the VIP, free green tea.
Oh, nice. And God knows, I don't know what other alcohols they have there in China, but they can dope there
Sure.
as well.
But drinking there, that's probably my favorite part of the trip. I'm not scared to eat whatever.
You eat some stuff.
But their food is amazing, and it's they eat they don't eat at home because it's like a train station. It's the wife's going to work, the husband comes back, they sleep. So there's no kitchens.
culture
They
of
eat.
just work,
They work. So all the street foods is where all the residents are eating. So it's not like for us where we'll go, well, these are restaurants. That's their food.
Yeah.
The street markets, that's where they get their food. So it's so fresh. But I'll tell you, you go to the markets. I mean, I've been going with my mom for the last few years, and she's, Shane, bless her, she's getting a bit tired,
getting tired of
and
this
she
rubbish.
then says, I want to just go to my room and eat my ice cream. Just get me an ice cream, my boy. And I'll go down to the market. But then the Chinese, they are amazing as well. They see you sitting by yourself. I'll normally get some of my food and a beer, and it's like a flea market type of vibe. You sit there, but they see you sitting by yourself, no, you must come. But they can get very dangerous because if it's with families and but if it's a group of guys and they say come,
then
because they've got a tradition that they drink out of small little glasses. But if we 10 people and I'm having a lekker time and I say cheers, then you must down your drink. So you down, it's a smaller glass, but if you down it, but then the other person thinks, shit, that tasted nice. It was really festive. Fill it up. Cheers. And now you go the whole evening.
Every time you say
cheers
cheers.
him. And I mean, I actually got stuck into that the night before we were supposed to fly out. And eventually I said to them, listen, I got to fly out. And this is where they're different to South Africans. If we were drinking in South Africa, we used to say, I don't give a shit if you're flying out tomorrow. We're having a job. They were, no, you must go.
Work is work.
Work is work. No, and that's where they're if you've gone and said, no, it's part of now traveling back, they respect it. And they're thank you for being with us. And but I mean, it's the food and the festivities there is incredible.
Which cities do you go to normally?
So I always say it's kind of, because when you fly into China, if you zoom in, it looks like the mountain names, it actually doesn't look like they should. It's on top of each other. So I always explain it. It's like kind of flying into PE. So going to China, we'll go to the main cities, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. So like flying into PE, but then going to Utenay to dispatch to where all the factories are.
All right.
So, people, but mainly Shenzhen, Guangzhou, and then from there you branch out.
Because that Shenzhen, I've seen that on so many different things. It's obviously a massive industry.
It's a big hub, but I think it's more, like I'm saying, it's seen as a central point. But from there, it's a 2-3 hour drive. So it's almost like going PE to East London. And that's not far for them. There's so many places. So you'll go from PE and then you'll travel to East London, Plett, this place, that place.
How's the network? I mean, there's trains and buses and stuff like that as well. Public transport.
If you see how China develops products and how quickly things happen, the infrastructure of China. I mean, we go every single year, and the difference in a year, when you go to certain of the cities, in a year you look and go, how was that even possible to have done that much?
Building.
And the Chinese, I mean, it's an incredible nation. They are who they are because they are they are a leader of the pack.
Yeah.
And you know, they're not stupid if people are cheap Chinese.
Yeah.
Like they know that that's what people think. So they do have that section where if you want cheap, you can get cheap. But if you want, their term is if you want better quality, they will say, oh, gooda. Gooda means better quality.
And
Gooda. And you're looking, sometimes you're looking, I obviously see my face like, oh, no. Okay, gooda. No problem. Gooda. And then take out the side. The one, gooda.
Okay.
But then they also, I mean, they're business people. I mean, they will also try, and then they laugh because we've got an agent that goes with us, and I'll explain to the agent, tell them we've been buying, this say a new supplier. We've been buying from China for many years because what they'll do is, oh, this one, very good at this year. And I'm like, tell them, I know that you're trying to sell me your stock that's not selling, that you're trying to sell me this one, very good at And then they explain, and they're like, oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, that's good. So at least you've got to know how to negotiate with the guys. I suppose it's like anywhere, in a different part of the world, different culture, different rules, you know. It must have been, especially the first few times, must have been quite scary.
Yeah, look, I mean, the first few times, I mean, I think I went in around 2000. So my folks started the business.
Okay.
And just actually to go back is the name, the Christmas House Shop, started because we didn't, from what I can recall, I don't remember Christmas being crazy at our home. But I think my parents got bored when my sister and I left that, now what do we do? So they decided to do up their whole house. But when I say do up their whole house was ridiculous. Like they could go and say, well, fine, we're going to compete against the Americans when we're in South Africa.
Right, yes. Well, I see a lot of people are doing that.
But so then people would come to the house and they would notice the Christmas house in East London.
Okay.
Have you been to the Christmas house?
Oh,
and
whereabouts was that? I think I know where that is.
Candleberry, close to Dorchester Heights in Candleberry. They were on the top. So also when you were going down, everyone would know, go see the Christmas house. And then people were like, well, where do you get it from? You know, we're also looking for this. And then my folks decided that, you know what, and they started, I mean, I think it must have been probably a 30 square meter little shop. But when I say 30 square meters with a trestle table in the trestle table, and they brought in some stuff to go and say, well, if people are wanting, let's... And then they started it with local suppliers from Joburg. And then with my dad's knowledge of traveling to China with the TV manufacturing, he had the agents and the contacts there. And then he would go and they started a small import on LCL of some stuff. And then that's when it grew. And then I think they've been going for maybe 13, 14 years. So after the third, fourth year, I said, well, hold on, there's an opportunity because we saw the prices of some other shops. And I saw their prices and I said, well, let's just open up something here and see how it goes.
Okay, and PE side. So and you said the two ladies that were originally ran
Maria and Evie.
So did
they sold,
you started with them or
no? So what actually they had been going. I mean, everyone in PE knows. I mean, it was called the Christmas Shop. But I mean, everyone knew it as Maria and Evie's Christmas Shop. Really two lovely ladies. Comment
there. So back in the day when Maria and Evie were doing it, we used to go to the Christmas house tour.
See Homes Decorate.
Right. Okay.
So, well, this is unfortunately, Wendy, where we were saying earlier about events. We were doing, wanting to do, we've done it for 2 years, a flower workshop. But unfortunately, there's just not enough interest in PE. And it's not that it's maybe not enough interest. It's just that it's, we'll book... maybe we'll go.
Maybe, but we don't know if we're going to pitch.
And as you all know, you cannot plan an event without some sort of certainty, and you can't wait till the last minute. And we would love to have done the things that Maria and Evie did, but there's no commitment from
we
the
need
people
to get it out there. Maybe there's a way of putting your name down, and then when you've got enough people, then you just do it or something like that. I don't know. I see there's another one there. Watching from where? From Nigeria. Yes, a Merry Christmas in advance.
Merry Christmas.
Gozi.
Is it not Christmas in Nigeria yet?
Is it Gozi? Is that the name?
Yeah,
Gozi.
Gazi.
Gozi. How's it, Gozi? Nice to see you as well. All the way from Nigeria. Happy Christmas, Nigeria.
I said, maybe it's Christmas there already.
You know, we never know.
Yeah, so it's...
Okay, so it took over from
So, yeah, so with
did
Mary...
they want to sell?
No, so that they went for the years, and I, kind of looked at their business, and then you could see that they were tired.
Okay, yeah.
They had really brought up, I don't think they didn't start it when they were young.
Yeah.
And they'd done well, they enjoyed it, and I think you could see their time was now, they need to slow down.
Yeah.
And when we engaged with them to look at buying it, and then unfortunately we were a bit slow, and then they had sold it off.
Oh, okay.
So then it was bought over, but unfortunately they no longer pop up store anymore.
Okay.
So.
All right. And so and then so you started this Christmas house, and then the first one was at
Green Acres.
Green Acres.
It was actually like, if I look back at pictures, it was half the size of this room.
Really?
It was
so tiny.
Yeah, so it's grown.
Yeah.
For me, but I think the growth in terms of just the relationship with our customers, I think that it's hard to put into words what that feels like. And Maria gets often emotional. The first person when we opened this year in the morning, she's now moved over to Cyprus. So she's back in Cyprus. And the first person I thought, you know what? Before I open these doors, for the first person who I'd like to see this, I phoned Maria and I said, Maria, I would like you to be the first.
Classic.
So
Love it.
it's really it is something special.
So there's a history involved here, and there's something as well, and very special. And so before we get into this, are we getting getting to know you section as well?
Okay.
You're getting hot
another
down?
whole section. It's getting now because you're getting to know me. I'm getting a bit hot under that.
Well, I need the papers. I don't know where they are.
I'll ask you for notes, and now you're going to ask me.
They must be there somewhere. And we've got a getting to know you section that does ask you a few questions that prompt other, just get to know your personality a little bit,
Psychometric, like a...
Yeah, like a bit of psychometric testing, yes.
So if I get if I get invited, say, for one more drink after this, I now pass.
Yeah,
If
no,
I
you
get told
passed.
to
No,
piss
you're
off,
already
then
passed. We've had a good show so far. We're gonna head into your personality a bit, just a bit of a try. Okay, hit it,
Getting
Phil.
to know you, getting to know all about you.
Okay, getting to know you section. Here we go. We're taking off the hats now.
Yeah.
Now we're getting in down to business. Yeah.
You can see who's got more hair because you didn't have to fix yours.
You got plenty here. Jeez, like.
No, it's thinning.
It's
getting very thin
out
now.
there. It looks very spiky to me.
There, that's why I was called Spark by my
There we
uncle.
go. Check.
See,
Okay.
still.
There's a spike. All right. Something particularly spontaneous or irresponsible that you've ever done? Or you got that kind of person?
Sure, very.
Is
I
it?
mean, there's probably many. The easiest answer is if you tell me to do something, I'll do it.
Oh, really?
That's if we go fishing, all our friends' kids, if there's something like a fish give it to Uncle Duncan, he'll eat it, and I'll eat it. So it's spontaneous. I mean, you name, I've probably done it. Uncle Duncan, will you eat this? Yes, I'll eat it.
Okay. So is that why, like, in China, you'll eat
Yeah, I'll
anything?
eat anything. Or do anything.
What's the most insane thing you've eaten? What do you say? A fish eye.
The fish but it's not really bad. It's just chewy. It gets stuck in your tooth. Like a proper. There's a little hard.
Thrilling already because she doesn't eat. She doesn't even have sushi.
And I've eaten crickets.
Crickets.
Lord. I actually, one thing that comes to mind is our good friend's little daughter. I think it was this time of the year. We were out and they caught, those big moths.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh,
And
no.
they said, eat it.
Oh,
And I ate
no.
the whole moth.
No, the powder.
Yeah,
Oh,
the shine. It looked like I had like lip gloss or shiny.
I love it. No. I got a friend of mine who's told me the story where he fell asleep and a moth flew in his mouth and
What a waste! He should have just
powder.
He should have just chewed on it.
No, man, Duncan, a moth. Oh
Yeah,
my
one
God.
of those big ones,
Jeez, like a crunchy moth.
No, they're not actually crunchy. They pop a bit.
No. Okay, so something that people would be surprised to know about you. Now your wife is what's your wife's name?
Leanne.
Leanne. Yeah,
One thing people will be surprised.
yeah. Surprised to know about you. She might put it on there, you know, or your son might put it on. Surprised to know about Duncan. Something that they'll be like, whoa, I didn't know Duncan did that.
I'm actually a really nice guy.
Oh yeah, I didn't know he was. He's a bloody lawyer. You know.
Hey, that's probably the other thing. I mean, that's for me. If people, guys first meet me, what an asshole. Such an asshole. I actually, when I first met you, I thought you were
such an asshole. So you have to
You're
get
not
to
a
know
bad
you.
guy now.
You have to get to know you.
Yeah, that's.
Are you one of those guys?
One of those guys.
Yeah, but
One of those guys that. And
are you too loud or what?
Yeah, very loud. Very loud. And I'll walk up to you and people will go, do you know him? No, I just met him.
Oh, so Ed Gucci's got the same problem. I love Ed, but he's always so loud when you first meet him.
And you
People
like
get put off.
But that's why most of my good friends will be like, actually, to be honest, I thought you were an absolute asshole, and no one liked you. And this way, I was like, shit, guys, I actually thought you liked me from the beginning. I mean, now you tell me,
He cries more than me, says Leanne.
Okay, yes,
Cries more. You cry a lot.
No, I cry.
You're a little baby.
No, I'm a baby. I mean, if we spoke too much about the emotional stuff, I probably would have shed a tear.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
then, I suppose should I say this? Is like tears, thinking of that. I love Down syndrome children.
Yeah.
My
my
brother-in-law and my sister, they think it's hilarious because they'll send me like Down syndrome kids, like cute videos. And they're like, "Did you cry?"
Did you cry? My brother's son, or my little nephew's got Down syndrome, and
they're the most beautiful people. It's just with those kids, it's kind of that's what humans should be. It's just that love, that no judgment.
Pure.
It's just pure. They've got no.
There's no filter. There's
never an ugly. It's just what you would want everyone to be.
Just wants to have a good laugh all the time.
My wife says that, but I mean, I think most people actually know that. So it's not what people don't know. But bit of a crybaby.
A crybaby. No, that's good. That's good. Okay, so the most nervous that you've ever been.
Probably, most nervous walking into Summerstrand Pick and Pay. Because I'm not very clever. To be honest, when I got my law degree, the girl who sat next to me, good friend, I said to her, "How does it feel to get 2 degrees this year?" Because there's no ways I would have won. And the most nervous I was in my final LLB final results. Was walking into Pick and Pay, and I know it was into Pick and Pay because the freaking internet those days was, results were out, but refresh, failed, refresh, and I was like, okay, walk into Pick and Pay, and then it came up. So most nervous, I think.
Wow, just waiting for that result.
I mean, my parents were probably also as nervous because they would say to me, listen, they didn't think I would, no, they were like, from day one, they said, if you can pass your degree in the 4 years, we're going to buy you a watch. And it was an expensive watch, so they didn't have much faith because they wouldn't have put that money on the line. But
wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I think
so,
my result.
You got your watch?
I think I got my watch. But the results, I think it's not even my final year. It was probably from day one. It was results nerves.
Yeah. Every time.
I wasn't the most cleverest. But I mean, I did what I needed to do and got through.
And you did, and you made a success.
But now I'm very clever.
Yeah, now
very clever.
Now you're the cleverest.
Now I'm very clever. AI has made me the cleverest.
Okay, the hardest you've ever worked?
I think with this Christmas shop and law, I think it's at this point in time. And being a father.
Do they dovetail? I mean, do you find that the law stuff is beginning of the year and then the Christmas shop is it all at the same time?
It's all at the same time. And unfortunately, as it gets closer now, as much as it's businesses are, so I'm doing work for companies.
Yeah.
They need to shut down.
Yeah.
So now they need to finish. So now it's going,
the
and then you've got to kind of, okay, well, I'll be there. And I mean, the thing is with Bay West, this is where actually the story with the most stressful with Toys R Us, they laugh because I used to set up at Toys R Us, but I used to arrive like this.
Yeah.
But I used to have a bag because if I got a call for law stuff, I had to be like Superman. I take my black pants, my shoes, and they were like, no, look at him now. He looks like a lawyer, and then he comes back as a worker.
Court.
Yeah. So You know, that is the stressful, the most stressful now.
Yeah.
You've got to literally, it's like you're doing gigs.
Yeah. Well, I used to. What I used to do is I had a brokerage for about 18 years, and I used to run that concurrent with the gigs, and the gigs were always in December, November, December, and then option changes for medical aid was always that same time. It just got insane. And
So I think that's the most stressful time.
Okay. So that's it. Are you an adrenaline junkie at all?
Absolutely.
So bungee jumping, skydiving?
Do whatever.
Really? You've done it all?
I'll do. I haven't gone skydiving, but I'll do it. If you said we're going to go, I wouldn't be. No, that's fun. Let's do it.
You're in.
No.
Even with the kids now, you don't just think, okay, maybe I shouldn't jump out of an airplane.
It's a story. Imagine my dad, shame as your dad died. He jumped off a bridge and the rope snapped. So, I mean, what a story. I mean, it's sad, but...
That'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like my dad was climbing up... Well, I shouldn't use the example of climbing up a ladder. But my dad was, and he fell out the tree and died. My dad was doing saying something...
Yeah. He was like, he's jumping out of the airplane.
Yeah, he's jumping out of the airplane.
He was the propeller.
And he didn't even die from the propeller. He got flung out. He tried to do this. I mean,
here's your story.
No, I'm not. I'll do anything.
Just insane. Oh, I think some more comments there. I'm just having a quick skill. Okay, no, it's all right. Okay, that's good. And okay, let's have a look. Career highlight in either way.
I think probably career highlight. I don't have a career, getting my degree.
Yeah.
Got that. I think career highlight is not even from the law side. The career highlight is the shop. I think to where it's been brought now, just seeing people's reactions, and it's not even, it's beautiful. Just watching people walk in, that's my highlight. To be able to see families come in there, people wanting to take pictures. And it's not even them expressing in words. You can see that they walk in and it's a feeling. And
you encourage that, pictures and whatever
Yeah,
else
they must. I mean, I find it quite bizarre, actually. I mean, I know
it's like walking through Happy Valley.
Yeah, but I mean, it's decent for people to do it, but I find it bizarre. Sorry, do you mind us taking pictures? I'm go for it. I mean, and then the same as I do the shop. I know that kids are going to be there. I want you to bring your kids in. Don't touch, yes, in reason.
Yeah.
Within reason. But the kids must be able to touch, feel, walk in,
don't
and
destroy,
enjoy.
But
don't. It's not walking into Carol Boys or like a Swarovski place, art
gallery,
studio. Go in, and if I've put this glass item at the reach where I know that a 4-year-old is going to grab it, well, then that's my fault. But I want to create a space that whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you're 3 years old, whether you're 89 years old, you must come in and you must enjoy the show.
Well, it's that Christmas feeling that you want to put across, and it's just there when you walk in that place. It's just you feel like you're back at home.
And everyone must feel like
Christmas that. My father still had a piece of gut that he put through the chimney, and he let down a bag of presents in the actual chimney one time. I'll never forget as long as I live.
But you must have been on the naughty list because we've got the real Father Christmas that delivers. So if your father had to, then clearly you were only getting cold.
Well, we certainly believed that. I can tell you what, it was Father Christmas bringing down those presents.
Father Christmas does. I mean,
he brings it in.
Does he not deliver yet?
Sometimes he does, yes, he does.
But you have been on the list.
It depends
on your behaviour.
Yes, I've been pretty good this year, haven't I, fella? I've been pretty good.
It's not what I've heard. I've seen that, but I actually saw the first name, Gino. I don't know which surname it was.
Okay, I don't know if you could tell. It's the betterest. It's the betterest shop. What is it?
The Gooder shop.
The Gooder shop. Yes, Gooder betterest shop. Now, tell me when something has gone completely wrong. I was in the show with a story about when either in law or in both. You can give us a story.
I can tell you about
really stuff that's gone completely balls up.
It's such an easy one.
Oh, already. Okay.
And it's law.
Oh, okay.
Me trying to be the guy to try and, I mean, if I could go back and help charities, just be the Good Samaritan and somebody can pay my bills, I'll do it. And where it went completely belly up.
Yeah.
The worst swear word you can use, up.
Yes.
The biggest mess.
Yeah.
Was I took on a case where which people were driving cars, drive a car for $699 a month.
Oh, yes.
And I took on that matter to assist. It was on carte blanche. It was
Yes, I remember that. There was a famous thing that it was.
and that went belly up for them, where these people just all of a sudden got bills, and they said they didn't even know who their finance house was, and they were completely.
Yes, because it was a loan or something.
So I took on this matter
Okay.
to try and assist all these people in a class action.
Like a group class action.
Brought it a application to the High Court, where the late Mr. Flock, I think it was Andre Flock. He had a very deep voice.
Okay, yeah.
And he was there for one of the correspondents.
Judge or
no, an attorney. And he said to me, whatever happens today, in his deep voice, you can be very proud because you have brought one of the top advocates, which was Wim Trenggrove, which he declared the death penalty unconstitutional. So he's
He's a legendary.
If you go and Google advocate Wim Trenggrove, you'll see what he's done. And that went completely belly up. It got dismissed with a cost day bonus proprius, which means you little shits who brought this, all these people you brought here, you must pay out of your own pocket.
Oh my word!
And that was that.
Sir.
And I mean, there's a whole long story about that, but that was probably one of the biggest things.
The biggest cock-ups.
No, it was. I'm surprised I got back on the horse into law because I think most people would have said, "I'm done. I'm out." Probably one of the. I think that was actually the most.
That
stressful.
was a very, very famous, and it. But in looking at it from the outside in, you the hero there, because I mean these people were all.
What the judge eventually said, because I told you I'm not very clever. In the order, he said that it's dismissed. Cost day bonus proprius, and the reason was it was for self-aggrandizement.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Self-aggrandizement. Yeah.
Aggrandizement.
Okay, all right. That's
that mean?
maybe it's a legal term that I got out when I had calmed down. Self-aggrandizement. I was like, fuck you.
What was that?
Well, it is basically for one to try and make yourself more important than what you are, and try and make yourself bigger and more important, and like put yourself in the limelight.
Yeah.
I was like, I
was
trying to help, but I mean,
call it what you want.
but anyway, that judge who actually had that reading, we actually still have coffee and have a laugh.
Oh, good.
It's one of those things.
And on the Christmas shop side, anything gone crazy? Crazy people coming in.
Look, sometimes, you kind of just. I think the craziest thing at the shop was there was somebody who came in to the store who I knew where they were from. Yeah. And my staff notified and said, "This is whoever." Yeah. And I said, "It's fine, let them." And eventually, I watched them scanning, looking at products, and I eventually, basically, I became a French. I was from France. I told the guy, hello. You can, and then I told him some French words, other French words,
yes,
to get out of the shop. And 5 minutes later, a whole crew with security and all that was standing in the front of my store. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, do what you want. And then I tried to go back to the store, and I was banned.
What?
And then there was a whole. I had to have meetings with very high-profile people in this very big business because I was messing with the wrong people.
Oh, right.
So I think that was one of...
Yeah.
I mean, something where I just told the guy to leave eventually when I asked a friend of mine who knew these people, and he said to me, "Duncan, make good quickly. Otherwise...
do good, just make good.
Make gooder.
Make gooder. Duncan, so you can certainly get yourself into cuck if you need to.
Listen, I definitely get myself into cuck.
But it comes from a good place, hopefully.
Well, I think that's where my wife knows me best, is that many times when even from the outside, people will think, well, what a doers. Yeah. But where it comes from, and I think that's what upsets me the most, and I think will upset most people who always intend to do good, but sometimes your not your projection, your
exuberance,
comes out, and it's like my dad. I think I get it from him. I mean, he tries to please us, make the best food and all that, but he'll burn it and put like 5 kgs of butter in. And then when it's finally done after 2 hours,
No,
we'll
wait,
get our
wait.
food and
Let's get
we'll be, Dad, where's your food? Oh, don't worry about me, shit, I haven't done my food. And, we get cross with him because, like, why haven't you? But,
Yeah.
he stuffs up, but it all comes from a place of, like, a good heart.
So you try and you
You
try.
try, and then you get shit on, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but I was just trying.
Trying, man.
There you go, sulking, cross your arms, and nobody loves me. I'm just going to eat some worms.
Oh, Duncan, so you got to understand Duncan. He's not just, he's, the first taste, it's a different from the...
It's very sour. It's bitter.
But eventually you bring the pudding at the end, eh?
Okay, I think for most, but
Yeah.
sometimes some people just don't like pudding. So it's okay. Each to their own.
Well, Duncan, thank you so much for coming on the show. I think you've been a fantastic guest and
awesome.
brutally honest and wonderful. I love that. And for Christmas, make sure you guys get to the Christmas shop. It's the Christmas house shop. Is that what it's called?
You can call it
Christmas
Gino's
shop,
Christmas shop.
at Bay West. It's bloody marvelous, and it'll get you into the whole Christmas spirit.
And it'll get you into center stage for free.
And there we go. And thank you to the Leeds, our amazing sponsors. Candace, are doing a year-end function very shortly as well. And then Cambodia for our engineering, and Facebook
For that lovely food tonight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Grace. Grace helps you out as well.
No, she's amazing. She's incredible. If you want somebody to do, with her, the food, you don't even have to speak about the food. I mean, that's one. But Grace, as a person and how she runs her business,
Beautiful.
is amazing.
She's an amazing person. She is, and good for the Christmas spirit as well.
Absolutely.
So thanks, guys, for joining us. Next week we'll see you again. Gino's Spot on Tuesday, every single Tuesday. Cheers.
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 Sean.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Don't drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's Spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino's Spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino Shot!
Get to Gino's Spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino's Spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's Spot.
Gino Spot!
How many comments, do you get? What's the interaction like on videos after?
Oh, lots.
So
Lots, yeah. We leave it on.
So the
And-
live is